We are going to start with a really serious thing, but in a way, it's good news. Ben Affleck is getting help. And it turns out Ben Affleck wanted help. He has fallen off the wagon in a big way, and this has been going on for a while now. And there was an intervention last night at his house, a very dramatic one, where Jennifer Garner, his estranged wife and mother of his 3 kids, went over to his home in Pacific Palisades and said, "You need help." Thing is, Ben knew he needed help, and as a matter of fact, we found out not only did he know, and not only did he go with her to a rehab facility in LA County, but he had gone to rehab a week before, or to a facility trying to get better. He knew he was in trouble, and he needed to get help. So this is what it looked like last night. This is a picture of Ben and Jen in their car as they drove from his home over to the rehab facility. That's Ben in the back seat, and Jen is driving. And, you know, she was there. She acknowledged to people who were there, the paparazzi out there, that this was a difficult and bad day, but she knew it had to be done. And the reason she knew was this picture that came out 3 days ago, a picture of Ben getting a delivery from a liquor store, holding a box of beer and other types of liquor. Yeah. When she saw this, she knew the alarm bells had rung. And you know, it took a couple of days, but she came over there. Ben knew he needed help, couldn't get out of it.
And actually kind of didn't even put up a fight like he wanted to do. He agreed to do it. The thing that's interesting about this to me is they are estranged right now. Not divorced, though, but...
When you say estranged, it's a weird word, because estranged usually means not talking, not getting along. They get along. They are co-parenting 3 kids.
What's the word for people who are not divorced?
I guess, I think it's more appropriate to say they're co-parenting, and that's their relationship. That's the core of their relationship.
Speaking to the point, guys, of him knowing that he needed help, though, that facility that we learned that he was going to as recently as last week, it's something that you kind of go there to get your mind, your spirit, your body right. And like you said, Harvey, he was going on his own, and we knew that. He wasn't being pushed by anyone. He knew he had an issue. So I think Jen finally coming over sealed the deal for him that I need more than what I've been doing for myself.
And the facility that it was at in LA was an interesting one. It's a facility that kind of focuses in Buddhist kind of meditation, things like that, where they do focus on wellness and, you know, people with addictions, trying to get them better. I think what's really interesting about this is that Ben was in the throes of a real problem where he was drinking, clearly drinking a lot. And on the one hand, when somebody drinks a lot, they tend not to be that receptive because they don't know how to get out of it. He knew he needed to get out of it.
Right. Also, I'm pretty sure that the person speaking to him, the history that he has with her, being that she's the mother of his children and stuff like that, probably held some weight with him as well. Interestingly, we had seen him out with a new woman not too long ago at Nobu, and even when we saw these pictures...
this picture is so revealing.
Yeah, when we saw these pictures, that's him and Shauna Sexton, Playboy Playmate, when we saw these pictures, they were kind of... I was alarmed when I saw these.
First thing I said was I mean, as soon as I saw this, I knew he had an alcohol problem because of his face. Yeah. His face is bloated, and he has those red blotches, which is really a marker. But look at what he's wearing. I mean, he's got stains on his shirt. Yeah. You know, it's just the markers of somebody who just doesn't care.
Who's in crisis, yeah, so glad he's getting help, man.
Yeah, and you know, and he's going out and he's dating this woman, but he needed help, and he's getting it. He's in a facility where he'll be there for at least 30 days. This is his 3rd stint in rehab. Wow. Most recently...
Back in December.
Last year, yeah, last year. And he's very open about it. You know, he actually, after he finished his 2nd stint, he actually came out with a statement. He said, "I want to live life to the fullest and be the best father I can be. I want my kids to know there is no shame in getting help when you need it." Wow. I mean, I think that's a really powerful thing for somebody to say.
Yeah, very brave.
And also just, you know, that he's acknowledging that he's not hiding this from his kids. I mean, he is who he is, and it's obvious to the family that there's a problem. And the fact that he's this open about it. I don't know why this is just so interesting as a side note, but on the way to this rehab facility in the middle of this crisis, they stopped at Jack in the Box.
Ah, I know why that's interesting to me.
Yeah, that's usually a late night spot, so you got to imagine that he may have been intoxicated when she picked him up, too.
Well, I mean, that's not what I thought. I thought, just like, listen, you're going to go away from someplace, it's going to be 30 days, You're not going to be able to. Why don't you just have one more run at the Jack and the Crack before you get there?
That's the craziest thing I've ever heard, that you actually thought that.
That's what?
Because Brad's right.
Well, what you think that? Wait. So Brad's right. So you think that he was drunk and he needed drunk food?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
100%. He said some tacos, mozzarella sticks, and then let's go.
Well, no. What do you think? I mean, what do you think they're serving at this facility? This is a high-end facility.
Well, it's a high-end facility, but before I go to this facility where I know that I'm gonna have all of these different types of kale sprouts and whatever like that,
we're gonna end this right now.
Jack and the Crack, one more time.
We're gonna end this right now.
Jim Nichols, Littleton, Colorado. I think it's sad that he can't stay sober, but all he can do is keep trying.
Oh, that's what happens. And the reality is
true.
that most people with substance abuse issues who go to rehab fall off the wagon. It is a simple reality.
And it's a lifelong dedication you have to
absolutely
keep trying and keep trying to get it right.
And it doesn't mean you fail, because it happens. And the issue is you get back up and you succeed. And that's the end game here.